Sometimes life brings you right back to where you started, but with new eyes. I moved out at 21 and I was doing extremely well for myself financially. And I'm grateful to have gone through the various phases of my life at a young age because I truly learned so much on my own. And after reflecting, the low moments are just as important as the high moments. But while living on my own these last few years, I've experienced building my own little sanctuary, my safe space, and seeing how it truly enhanced my life. So when I moved back into my parents' apartment 2 months ago, I did not see it as a setback. Why? Because I intentionally made sacrifices for the bigger plan in motion. However, I saw it as a chance to give them the kind of home they never had the opportunity to create. My parents have lived here since the 90s, and as immigrants, survival was always the priority. Never aesthetics, never comfort, and never making a home. Coming back as an adult 5 years later made me realize how much the space needed love and how much they deserved to feel proud of where they lived. And if you are watching this and you still live with your parents, or you had to move back home, or even if you live alone, I want you to hear this. You are not behind, you are not failing. This world is expensive as hell, and I understand life is unpredictable. But your environment doesn't have to reflect chaos, whether it's felt internally or externally. You have the ability to create beauty right where you are. And I used to think I needed a luxury apartment to feel inspired, but then it clicked. Inspiration comes from what you create, not what you can afford. So instead of complaining about the space, I decided to transform it, to make it feel warm, modern, and rooted in African culture, a reminder of who we are and what we survived. But also, honestly, as a little mini museum for my nephew to get familiar with his roots as he grows up. And I have to admit, this process taught me something. You don't have to wait for a perfect life to start living. Start where you are, clean up the corners of your reality, create the energy that you want to feel, because when your space feels aligned, you feel aligned. And of course, visuals aren't everything, but energy is. Your space holds a certain energy, whether you are conscious enough to be able to read it well or not. This living room is more than a makeover. It's a fresh start, a new chapter, and a small act of love for the people who raised me. And if you're in a season of rebuilding yourself, I hope this reminds you that starting over is not a downgrade, it is a divine reset. And there is just something about turning a house into a home that I absolutely love. I love being able to embody and express my creativity in every way. So here's to making home feel like home, whatever that looks like for you, wherever you are right now. And I have one final project to complete, which is going to take me a while. So I will be back with part 2 in about a week or so for the final reveal of everything. So I hope y'all stay tuned for that.